Hello, LP Brown artists. Welcome back. This week, our prize winners are Landon M. in Miss Walters' class and Etta B. in Miss Robbins' class. Congratulations. You'll notice our cat this week is a gnome to go. Continue on with the gnome theme, Germany. So, as I just said, we just started learning about Germany, specifically some art inspired by Germany. And again, Germany is located in Europe. It's a country in Europe. You can see the architecture is really beautiful, and their flag is black, red, and yellow stripes. It's a pretty big country. In southwest Germany, there's the Black Forest, which is kind of a magical fairy tale looking area. And the creatures, the mythical fairy tale creatures that are magical human looking characters, people believe help guard farms and protect property, are gnomes. Last week, we created our own gnomes. Now, this week, we are going to design some gnome homes. So think about in that magical, mystical black forest, where do the gnomes live? They're pretty small, so they could live in a mushroom, they could live in a tree stump, they could be hidden under a pile of leaves. So we're going to design our own gnome home. You could do it on paper, which is what I'm going to do. Or if you are feeling really excited about this, it would be fun to build your own natural gnome home outside. So that will also count as your art this week if you'd like to make a natural gnome home. It's similar to a fairy home if you've ever made fairy houses. You can do whatever design you want, so you can follow along with me, or you can create your own design of a gnome home. A bonus that I have for you is this super cute book, No, No, Gnome. And it's a gnome that's trying to help, but just is making a mess. And he apologizes to his friends and classmates in a really special way. So you can watch that after this lesson if you'd like. So get your piece of paper or head outside and start creating that gnome home. Again, you can follow along with me in this video. Step by step, I'm going to create a cool mushroom house or create whatever gnome home you'd like. Just make sure you share it on Schoology because I would love to see it. All right, I have my paper ready and a marker. I recommend starting with a pencil first, but just for the example, I'm using a marker. You can have your paper vertical, horizontal, whatever way you want. Mine is going to be a tall mushroom house, maybe a mushroom mansion. So, starting at the top of my paper, I'm going to draw a curved line. This is going to be the mushroom cap. It's looking kind of like an umbrella shape. Next, for the bottom part, I'm going to draw a curved line this way. So, like this. So it curves that way. And to give it a 3D effect, I will draw a slightly wavy line here and draw the gills of the mushroom under here. Right, there's the top of the mushroom. Next, if you want to have the spots on it, you can draw some spots. There are so many different types of mushrooms out there, especially in this area of the United States. But these are kind of the classic looking mushrooms from fairy tales and cartoons, the red mushroom with the white spots. Now for the stem of the mushroom, I hope I'm using all the correct terms. me check. Okay, now for the stem of the mushroom. We want to make it extra wide because that's where the gnome is going to live, and we want space for all of its furniture and whatever you want to include. So I'm drawing kind of a curvy line, and I'm going to match it on the other side, again making it nice and wide. There we go. Next, you have a few choices. You could leave it like this and start decorating, or do what I'm going to do and cut it out. Now that I have the mushroom cut out, I'm going to start decorating the front. The back is going to be the inside of the house. So the front, I can add whatever details I want. You could add some windows on the top just by drawing a curved line. Maybe some bricks here. So you could add a couple windows there. You could add, so I'm thinking mine will have a space up here, kind of like an attic room, the second floor and the main floor, because we have a nice big fancy house for this gnome. And then a nice big door for the entrance. And in the front, there might be some like grass growing, some flowers. Can you hear the screaming in the background? I do not know what's going on, but there's recess, but one or two students in particular are just having so much fun. And it involves a lot of screaming. Okay, I'm liking the way that looks. I might add some other details as I color it in. So you can add color, add whatever details you want, and then I'll meet back up with you to do the inside of the house. Okay, I am done with the front of my mushroom house. Oh my goodness, I love it. When I flip it over, I get to decorate the inside. So it's like you're getting a peek into what the inside of the house looks like. Now mine is a pretty fancy house. It's gonna have a few floors here, not just one. So here's level 1. I'll have some stairs going up. And then I'll do some stairs going up here. For stairs, if you're going to add stairs, you can just draw some little rectangles going up. Nothing fancy. Whoop. So they'll enter their front door. Mine has a lot going on. You don't have to have as many floors that I have. I'm just excited about adding so many details. So use your imagination to think about what you might want to put inside of the house. Could there be some lighting hanging down here when you enter? Doop, 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 doop. Draw a rug. Here are the windows we saw looking out. Okay, once you've added all the details that you want in the house, I went a little crazy with it. I just had fun. You can add some color. Here is my completed mushroom house, Gnome Homes. So we have the front and the back. Yours, of course, needs to look nothing like mine. You have a different gnome living in your home, so it could have a room that looks like yours, or it could have a small house. It could have an even bigger house. Or I'm hoping I might see some natural houses made out of materials from nature, like pine cones and grass and leaves. So please make sure you share your house on Schoology because I am really looking forward to seeing what you do with this project.